What's up, YouTube? This is Mouthos97 and welcome to episode number 85 of my WWE 2K15 Universe Mode, and we are here with Main Event. So as we can see, we kick off the episode with a matchup between the former members of the International Airstrike. I'll touch back on that in a little bit. As we can see, Daniel Bryan wins a triple threat amongst the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match participants. We have Alberto Del Rio taking on Rusev, and then we see Roman Reigns pick up a victory in the triple threat amongst the SmackDown Money in the Bank participants. So Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns, they pick up victories here tonight. And as well as that, we will see the conclusion of our miniature tournament to determine who will join Paige and Tamnina Snuka at Money in the Bank to compete for the Divas title. And it will be between Emma and Natalya. But as we can see, we're kicking off this match, or this event, with a matchup between Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd. And so basically what's going down here, there is no more International Airstrike. These two men they finally decided they're going to go out on their separate singles careers, and, you know, they're done. They're done as a tag team. They just didn't attain the success that they were trying to attain. And, I mean, granted, they were a tag team for, you know, they were a tag team for a good solid 6 months, but they just couldn't get themselves into the title picture. And the one time they had their #1 contenders matchup, which was back in February, they lost. And since then, they just haven't quite been able to get back up to that level. And now we're going to see who has the greater singles ability. Is it Justin Gabriel or is it Tyson Kidd? That's what we're going to see here tonight. These two men putting their abilities against each other just to kind of test and see, well, who was the weaker link in the tag team? What was the reason that they just weren't able to achieve the success that they had hoped they would achieve by forming the alliance that they did? As we see now, Justin Gabriel tossed into the corner as Tyson Kidd strikes away on Gabriel. Look at this. Oh, look at that! Planting the back of Justin Gabriel's head off the mat right there. A bit of paying homage to Brian Kendrick with a move like that. As now Tyson Kidd, of course. Both of these men are high flyers, and quite frankly, both men they do have their own fair share of technical prowess in that ring. Although between the two, I'd have to say Tyson Kidd, he's probably the greater technician. As granted, he was the last trainee of the Heart Dungeon. He at least trained in the Heart Dungeon. Maybe he was the last. This is why I shouldn't even try to make statements like that if I am not 100% sure. But yes, he did train in the Heart Dungeon, and well, it's not too easy to come out of the Heart Dungeon with I mean, if you manage to get through the Heart Dungeon, you're going to have some sort of immense wrestling ability. I mean, you don't just go through there and learn nothing. Tyson Kidd, you know, I do see this man as being a future champion. He does have a lot of potential. And, I mean, the fact that he can mix his I can't even talk. I apologize. It's too early in the morning for this. But, Tyson Kidd, as I was trying to say, he's got a good method of mixing up his styles. Like, one moment he can go from this high-flying cruiserweight, he can just fly around the ring at a high-paced offense, and then the next moment he can slow down the pace of the matchup while maintaining control, and he can wear you down with a submission hold. Tyson Kidd, I feel like he's got a very broad range of attacks. He's got a good combination of styles that he can hit you from, and he knows what moves to use, when to use them. Whereas Justin Gabriel, I feel like he's a bit more one-dimensional. He does have a high-flying ability. He's one of, I mean, heck, if he can pull off a 450 splash, that definitely requires an immense amount of talent and athleticism in its own right. But I don't feel like Justin Gabriel is as, I don't feel like he's as well-rounded a superstar as Tyson Kidd is. As we can see, talking about submission holds, about slowing the pace down, that's what Tyson Kidd can do, and that's what he's doing right now. And when we have somebody that he goes up against, like a Justin Gabriel, who is a high flyer, and who thrives in a fast-paced style of a matchup, then Tyson Kidd, well, he can just go with more of a slow-paced style of a match. He can keep it more mat-based, keep his opponent off the turnbuckles, out of the air, keep them on the ground, and Tyson Kidd can still thrive. He can still pick you apart. And he doesn't necessarily need to go to the top rope and fly around the ring at a high speed to catch his opponent off guard and to really go on the attack. As we can see right now, though, Justin Gabriel unleashing a flurry of strikes as Tyson Kidd now knocked down to the mat off those that just combination of strikes and kicks there. Yeah, excuse me. Had to clear my throat for a moment. I do apologize. But Tyson Kidd now perching Justin Gabriel up on the top rope. Oh my God! Look at Tyson Kidd, a hurricanrana off the top rope. As Justin Gabriel, he's in a world of trouble right now. Tyson Kidd off a move like that. Oh, and now he's looking for the sharpshooter here as he crosses the left. Oh, wait a minute! No, that's not the sharpshooter. This is not the sharpshooter. But oh, look at this submission hold. Justin Gabriel, I don't think he can get out of this one, and indeed he cannot. He's forced to tap out. I believe that's called the heart lock. And Tyson Kidd might have even caught me off guard. He might have even caught Justin Gabriel off guard with that one. I was expecting the sharpshooter, but that just shows that Tyson Kidd, he's not just a one-trick pony. No, he's got a variety of moves in his arsenal. You can never really expect what Tyson Kidd is going to bring to the table. And that's the reason why Tyson Kidd, well, I think that's enough proof that he just showed that he was not the weaker link of the International Airstrike, that Justin Gabriel was, in fact, the weakest link. You know, perhaps it could have just been an off night for Justin Gabriel, but, I mean, you only get one chance in a matchup like that, and Gabriel, well, he came up short. So, as the record books, and as basically what everyone's going to be thinking, heck, I mean, if it was an off night for Gabriel, it was a really tough night to have an off night, because now he's going to be viewed as the weakest link in the International Airstrike. And until he can get another match with Tyson Kidd to prove us otherwise, that's just how it's going to stay. But now we move on to the next matchup, our second of our 3 confrontations tonight. And as we just saw, the former United States champion, Alberto Del Rio, making his way down to the ring. He'll be taking on this man, the super athlete, Rusev. And I gotta say, Rusev, he is none too pleased with his current standing in Universe Mode. Because let's be real, Rusev, he lost at Payback. He was defeated by Ryback in his pay-per-view debut. Definitely not a good first impression on the pay-per-view for Rusev. And then we saw the night afterwards, he lost to Curtis Axel, and he missed his opportunity to qualify for Money in the Bank. And Rusev, I can only imagine the amount of frustration he's got to be dealing with right now. Perhaps a mix of disappointment and frustration as well. Just kind of the combination of those two emotions, it cannot equate to something good. Nothing positive can come out of that. As Rusev, I mean, think about it. When he debuted, he had this appearance of such a strong superstar. Not to say that he's completely lost that, but I mean, his credibility definitely has taken a hit after suffering back-to-back losses like that. I mean, prior to that, he hadn't lost a matchup, and now, I mean, maybe he could just be looking like a one-hit wonder. Rusev, he could be on a downward spiral in his career already, and he just got started. And Rusev, he doesn't want that to happen. So, I mean, if I'm Alberto Del Rio here tonight, I don't know, I'd be pretty cautious with this one, because Rusev, as I've said previously, it's almost a universal theme for this Universe Mode, and for just the WWE in general. Desperate men do desperate things. And, well, we've seen that many a time throughout this series. It has definitely, I mean, we see with guys like Christian, Edge, just, those are some more recent examples, that, you know, if you're struggling and your career is not where you want it to be, if you feel like you're just slipping away, you're gonna push the boundaries. You're gonna step up your game. You're gonna unleash some sort of new offense that no one has expected or seen before. And obviously, basically the trade-off for this sort of mentality is you'll become a lot more aggressive, almost just by nature. I mean, you have to be aggressive. If you want to get opportunities in this business, you have to be aggressive. You have to shoot for the stars. You have to go for those opportunities. And right now, Rusev, he is in a desperate situation. And we can see right now, he's well, he's really taking the fight to Del Rio. He is just bringing the pain as Del Rio picked up to his feet now by Rusev. And look at this. Rusev's got him. Oh, what a fall-away slam there, planting Alberto Del Rio into the mat. And Del Rio, wow, he's really getting punished in this matchup by Rusev. As, look at this, Rusev's got him up for that bullplex. Just look at the strength from Rusev, just tossing Del Rio about halfway across the ring. And now Rusev, he's picking him up. Del Rio, I can't even think of the last time he got a move in this matchup. I mean, Rusev, he is just taking firm control of this matchup. And Del Rio, he's just on the receiving end of a huge beatdown right now. And, I mean, I'd hate to be Del Rio. This isn't exactly a position that he earned. I mean, he wasn't the reason that Rusev garnered such frustrations. But, I mean, Del Rio, he's done some pretty despicable things in his time. So perhaps this is just a bit of comeuppance for Del Rio, as he's getting his just desserts here tonight. Oh, and look at Rusev. He's going for that finishing maneuver. And he slams him down right there. That just spinning. I can't even get my words out now. But we've seen Rusev pick up victories with that slam. And now Del Rio. Oh, well, Rusev's not done. He's going to make Del Rio tap out here, as there's the accolade. The submission hold applied. Rusev, he's really cinching it back here. Del Rio's got nowhere to go. And Del Rio's forced to tap out, folks. And wow, what decimation there that was from Rusev. I mean, wow. Rusev, that was almost a one-sided beatdown from the get-go. Del Rio, he did get it. He had a couple of moments, but those were far and few between. And even so, they were more towards the beginning stages of this matchup. And as we can see, by the end of it, Del Rio, he couldn't even try to crawl to the ropes. He was forced to submit thanks to Rusev's power by that accolade. And perhaps it's a bit ironic that the submission specialist Del Rio, who has made a career out of making people submit, taps out of his own accord here tonight. Wow, just Del Rio. I don't know, he may have even suffered some sort of an injury from that matchup. I mean, really, Rusev just brought a side of himself that, I mean, it's not all too new. We do know that Rusev, he's a machine, he's a destroyer, but, I mean, he really just amped up the aggressiveness. He just kind of turned that notch. He turned it up to, I mean, if he was at like a 5 before, he turned it up to an 8, a 9, a 10. He almost just, I don't really know how else to put it. He really just stepped up his aggressiveness, and Del Rio is no match for the Bulgarian Brute tonight. But now we move on to the main event, and this one will determine who will join Paige and Tamnina at Money in the Bank in a triple threat matchup for the Divas title, as it's going to be either Natalya or Emma. And, well, we have a bit of a mixed bag in this matchup. We have Natalya, who is the veteran, former Divas champion in her own right. And then we have Emma, who's, you know, the newest diva on the block. She is a rookie. She's still fairly green to the business, but yet she has been picking up victories to help herself stand out. I mean, heck, in the first round of this miniature tournament, she defeated AJ Lee. And AJ Lee is one of the longest divas on this roster, one of the longest active divas. I mean, we've had her since almost the very beginning. And there aren't too many divas on the roster that have been here since the beginning. Natalya has been one of them, although she was kind of in the background up until, you know, up until Universe Mode really got going. But Natalya was there. And, I mean, other than AJ and Natalya, I mean, I don't really know. Those are really the main two that we had. I mean, the Bellas, they've been around for some time, but they're not exactly... Yeah, they weren't exactly there from the very beginning. But, I mean, they've been here for a while as well. But mainly, it's Natalya and AJ. They are almost the main two, the stronghold of our Divas division, as it were. As we see now, oh, counter by Natalya with the elbow to the side of the head, and now a swinging neck breaker taking down Emma. But if you're here from Emma's perspective, if you can pick up a victory over the two divas who have been the stronghold of this division, I mean, if you can defeat AJ and then defeat Natalya in the span of 2 weeks, Well, I think that's enough to really earn you a #1 contender's spot. I think that earns you a title matchup, but I mean, just the future implications that could have is we see cover here, kick out by Emma at 2. But Emma, I mean, if she can not only defeat AJ, but also pick up a victory over Natalya, that's definitely going to boost her status in the division, not just short term, but for the long haul as well, as she takes Natalya down with the Hurricanrana. And now it's Natalya who's on the receiving end. She's got to go on defense now as Emma backs her into a corner here. Look at this. Oh, perhaps looking for... Well, that's going to make Trish Stratus proud. Almost a bit of using the ropes for an assisted bulldog there. But Trish Stratus definitely could... I think she's got to be smiling after seeing a move like that. As Natalya now with that huge clothesline. As she drops Emma. And now it's Natalya who's going on the attack. Oh, and are we going to see it? This is why I like Natalya. Just this pure strength that she possesses. Just look at this. Just holding Emma up in the air and then slams her down with a suplex. Gotta be one of my favorite moves, if not my favorite move in Natalya's arsenal. I mean, not only does she just show off her power, but you know, she plays up for the fans as well with a move like that. I mean, just showcasing her dominance, that she's able to hold her opponent in the air in that suplex position for just, you know, a number of seconds. She doesn't just suplex them, but she forces the blood to rush to their head, and really just kind of, when you're in a position like that, you're almost just bracing for the impact. But I mean, you almost can't brace for the impact when you're up there for, you know, such a long time. And now look at this, powerbomb by Emma, and this could be it. Cover, 2 count. No, a kick out by Natalya. Wow, Emma with a powerbomb there. That's certainly something new from Emma's arsenal, but in a matchup like this, with such a high stake up for grabs, you gotta bust out something new. And I mean, we've seen Natalya, she's pulled off some unique moves throughout this matchup, and now it's Emma's turn to get something of her own. And now a backbreaker right there. And that's nothing unique. That's just pure effectiveness right there. There's a reason why so many people use a move like the backbreaker. That's because it's painful. It's like a move like the DDT, which was once only used as a finisher by Jake Roberts, but heck, when a move does so much damage like the DDT does, you know, everybody wants to use it. They want to inflict that damage. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god! Natalya with a double underhook suplex off the top rope into the cover. 2 count, but again, Emma kicks out. As I'm busy talking about DDTs, Natalya, she's really taken taken to school right now. And a vertical suplex now as Emma planted right there. And Emma, well, she is in dire straits at this point. Natalya, she's got her here and setting her up for the discus clothesline. And that could finish Emma off for good here as Natalya into the cover. 1, 2, and then again, Emma kicks at it too. What the hell? How is Emma doing this? I thought for sure Natalya was going to put her away, but that's not the case. Oh, and now again, Emma perched on the top rope, but a counter. She delivers the elbow to the face, and look at this, a diving splash from the top, and she hooks the leg. 2 count, but a kick out again by Natalya. Wow. Now it's Natalya who is on the verge of defeat right now. As Emma picks her up, she's going to throw her into the corner, perhaps. Well, you could say that Natalya's in a bit of a dilemma. The bad joke is bad. As we see now, nonetheless, it's effective. That move, the dilemma, is... I mean, wow, Natalya, she's in trouble right now. As Emma could go for the... No, she's not going for the cover. What is she doing here? She's got the legs of Natalya hooked. And, oh, look at this. Look at this, Emma, with a submission maneuver of her own. We know that Natalya, she's a submission expert. She likes to use the sharpshooter. But she could be forced to tap out. As look at this submission hold by Emma. This is something new we haven't seen yet from Emma. And now Natalya, she's caught. She can't crawl to the rope. She's got nowhere to go. But she's hanging in there. Can Natalya power out of this one? No. It was a struggle. I mean, it was enough that Natalya was able to hang on for as long as she did. But in the end, I mean, her legs were all tied up. She really couldn't go anywhere. And she had no choice but to submit. And just like that, Emma has defeated Natalya, and she's she's earned herself a spot at Money in the Bank. She's going to be challenging for that Divas title against Paige and Tamnina. And wow, Emma definitely moving up the ranks fairly quickly now in this Divas division. We saw last week the win over AJ, and well, she's done it here tonight, not only picking up the win, but forcing Natalya to submit. I mean, there's got to be something to say about that. But anyways, that is it for this episode of Universe Mode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to stay tuned, as always, for more. And until the next episode, which will be Friday Night SmackDown, thank you all for watching, and as always, keep on YouTubing.